to the Montessori classroom. For many who have not seen a Montessori classroom, I think the biggest difference is there are little to no desks. All of the children's lessons are on shelves. Here are all our grammar and reading lessons. If we come to this corner, we have all of our cultural and science lessons dealing with geography. If we come over here, we have our botany lessons. On this side is our writing lessons. And then the whole back of the room consists of math lessons. We start with our counting beads, which the kids use to count by 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s. The children are expected to memorize what each bead and color they are. Again, a lot of the beads in the beginning of math helping with counting. Then we move to addition, subtraction, multiplication, dividing. All of these boards are used, which I will show you how to do a couple of lessons using these. As we're moving in, we start moving into measurement, time, money. This whole shelf has to deal with money. That whole shelf is all measurement. It starts with time. At the bottom we have rulers and height. And then over here is our geometry section. Let me get a better view. Is our geometry section. It's very tangible. Kids, mostly all lessons are very hands-on. When you're choosing a lesson, there are pieces within the lesson that kids are expected to take out and put back nice and neatly. For instance, this halves, wholes, thirds, fourths, fifths board. Each piece comes out. Children are given a conference once a month where they go over what they've been doing for that month, where they're at, what they should be doing in language, math, botany and zoology, history and geography. We're going to focus on this boy. His math is right here. Teacher says we should be doing stamp games, a money lesson, and time. I'm going to show you stamp game with addition, and I will also show you the dividing board because that's honestly one of my favorites. So, in the beginning of the school year, the teacher goes over where everything is. It might seem like a lot, but the kids know exactly where to go for each lesson. So we are going to go ahead and get our stamp game out. And what kids are expected to do is grab a rug, put the rug out nice and neat, their lesson is supposed to go at the top of the rug, and we will grab a notebook. Sorry, I'm grabbing a notebook. Each child has their own, so I'm trying to grab mine. Each notebook is in a folder. Each folder is color-coded for the grade because there is first through third in this class. This lesson is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Each grade can do this lesson because each grade, the higher the grade, the more diverse the lesson can get. So we start out with just simple static addition. We can move to dynamic addition using the stamp game. We will come over here and grab the dynamic addition, ones through 1,000. And we will grab a pencil. And let's go over and start our lesson. So once the children have mastered place value, which is ones, tens, hundreds, and 1,000s, which are still color-coded. The children learn that every lesson the colors will be the same. Then we move to the stamp game. We're first, of course, going to write our date. Now we are going to look at our number. We write our top number first, which is 6,195. Add 2,428. Now let's get started. We will first start with our ones. We will put the first number down, which will be 5 from our top number. Then we'll move to our tens, which is 9. Most of the time, it seems pretty quiet right now, but I'm in the classroom by myself. The children are at Related Arts. And there is usually nice, calming music playing in the background, which I think keeps the kids very focused. So now we have 9. We're going to get our 1 from our hundreds and 6 from our thousands. So I like this lesson because not only are the children writing it out, which you will see me do, but it's, again, very tangible. The children see exactly what they're doing, and they see when they're exchanging. Now we're going to start with our second, which is 8, our second number. Eight. With our tens, since our number is 2,428, 4 with our hundreds, and 2 in our thousands. So we like to try and keep the numbers separated so that the children know that the top is for the top number and the bottom is for the second number. And what I always review with the kids is we review how many is allowed to be in each place value, and they know the highest number is 9, then we must carry over. So now we will add these together, and what the kids will do, since they know 10 needs to be carried over, we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We know that we cannot have 10, so we take 10 out and simply exchange it. Bring that down, and we are left with 3 in our ones. So we will go right at 3, and I always like to tell them that to remember we exchange, put a 1 on top, make sure that everything is lined up. Now let's add our 10s together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Again, cannot have 10, we will exchange it for 100. And we are left with 2, so we will write 2 under our tens place. And again, let's show that we carried over or exchanged. We'll add our hundreds together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put down 6. And we will add our thousands. 2, 4, 6, 8. And we have it. They can read it here, 8,623, and then we can read it here, 8,623. And that is how you do a dynamic addition with a stamp game. Once we are done, we clean it up and simply quietly walk back and put it where we found it. Nice and neat.